Yay Media Group.
It is so interesting to be like, wow, what does it mean when you do strip all of that away and you have to just be you? Which is why I feel like why everyone loves that naked and afraid shit.
Ooh, see, I just love that naked and afraid shit because it reminds me how good and easy life is. Like, oh shit, that's right. I don't have to make fire to sleep tonight.
Because who's doing that anyway? So guess who's back in the house? Yvie, we're back. Hi.
I know. Hi, girl. It has literally been actually forever. I feel like I haven't talked to you in years.
I know. Well, we gotta kind of we owe some explanations. I know we got a few messages around where the hell is Highkey? And I think towards the end of the year, we really just needed a break a little bit, right? We needed to... one, it was holiday season. I would love to know how your holidays were. And then two, there's a new era of Highkey kind of happening, right? And we're so excited about it. We were already kind of in it, but we're really excited. We got some new team members. We got a new vibe. And so there's just a lot to expect when it comes to Highkey 2026.
Hell yeah.
It's about to low-key give, because I wasn't sure at first.
I mean, I'm always sure. Maybe it's just me being a dumbass New Year's resolution girly, but I was I woke up January 2nd because the 1st does not count. That is not the real first day of the year. January 2nd is, okay, you cannot go into the new year being hungover and being socially exhausted because you didn't get your New Year's kiss, and so you just had to make out with a stranger.
Which I got mine, by the way.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, well then that is just proof that 2026 is our year. It's our year.
No,
last year was so hard, but it's our year.
Well, my thing is, I'm kind of coming at 2026 being nothing can be worse than last year. Nothing could actually be worse. So this year has nothing, it has to be better. But there's only so much because this episode, we actually recorded our top of the year episode, sort of kind of last year in a way, because we were together. We had that fresh energy. We were on that set, which was so gorge. And we were okay, let's just sort of do it. So we sort of talked pre-New Year around what our 2026 thoughts were. We also played a fun little game. So there's a lot in this episode that you're going to get from us. But I really wanted to, just talk about really quickly, how are you fucking doing, Yvie? What the hell's going on?
Oh, well, it's funny. I wanted to talk about the same thing with you.
Because that newsflash, Yvie and I, we don't talk every single day.
Girl, I don't talk to anyone. I was just telling some trick last night, and I hope he hears this and takes trick as a term of endearment. But I was talking to some trick last night about how I only have ever committed myself to one person, and that is Doug. And even then, he knows that there are just going to be some times where I text him twice or thrice a week.
Yeah.
And be okay, well, we'll catch up on being lovers and partners as soon as I survive all this blitz. But
honestly, that's traditionalism and monogamy. Welcome to it.
Girl, it really is. You're married for 30 years. You stop communicating, and then you catch your wife with the young, hot secretary or whatever. And then suddenly those lines of communication are back.
That's it. That actually just reignited the flame. Just some good old cheating.
No. Well, okay. So speaking of good old cheating, it has nothing to do with good old cheating. No. I've actually been really, really well. During our little time apart, I actually took time apart from basically the rest of the world, and spent a month just not pouring out social energy, not talking to anyone. I would go and do the begrudging, holiday things. I would chill with the family. I'd play patty cake with the little sister or whatever. And then I'd go back to my hole and be what do I need for me? And I don't want to jinx myself, but I've started off this year, being a lot more sober. I don't want to say California sober is more
that
like.
Would be very Demi Lovato of you.
Yeah, that's why I can't. She took that.
Yeah.
She took that and she made it 100% something I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I'm Colorado sober, where like, you know, I'm not gonna say no to drugs and alcohol. I do not accept that dare.
Yeah.
But I am going to ask myself about the intentionality of it. So I've been like limiting myself to mostly like things that grow out of the earth. We're talking weed, we're talking psychedelics, and we're talking.
That's it.
Like the occasional beer, but it's literally just like, so I can be like, wow, this is beer, and I forgot how gross this is. Yeah, no, I don't really need to be drinking.
Is there something? What did you have like a end of the year sort of like, oh, I just don't want to do this anymore? Was there awakening to that, or like you just have you been ruminating on that? Have you been thinking about kind of leaving it behind, or not really even leaving behind, but?
I think in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, we get into these routines and patterns that maybe we didn't even intend to. And one of mine is like, I pour out so much energy that I made little excuses for myself along the way. Like, yeah, of course it's okay if you're drinking on a Tuesday. Yeah, it's okay. Like I'd really told myself that I'd needed to like be under the influence to be able to keep up with all the energy output.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, girl, you need to actually spend more time doing the things that are going to make you feel good. So sleeping, eating your vegetables, and talking to Riot.
This also sounds like you're trying to get rid of those comments that everyone keeps leaving about you and your drug usage.
Girl, I don't care about no fucking comments about my drug usage. I am pro-drug, girl. And if you're not,
it's like you can't tell me something that I'm doing.
Yeah, girl, and also you're a hypocrite. Are y'all out here not drinking caffeine? Have you cut out your sugar intake, you little addict?
No, the crazy thing is, speaking of energy, though, I feel like I'm very anti like New Year's resolutions, and I don't sort of like the pressures that come with it. However, I feel like I have been telling myself these first few weeks that I need to lock in a real way. I am trying to find the balance of being nicer to myself with like, I'm in a very good place in life. I'm like not plateauing as like I might internally feel.
As your inner sabateur is like always pointing out. My inner saboteur is
kind of like eating a little bit, like she kind of tugging at me. And I'm like, bitch, back up. But I'm like, I'm also trying to find the energy to lock in. Like I feel like it's a lot easier said than done. Like I've been talking to friends who like, of course they're doing their resolutions. They're like working out in a real way. They're doing all the things. And I'm just like, wait, I'm kind of overstimulated a little bit. Like this year just hit hyperdrive in a real way. Like I feel like we moved past the holidays in like a split second. I feel like December has somewhere to go. And then now we're in January and I'm like, bitch, is it March already? Like what is going on? And so I am trying to like sort of find a centerness and a groundness to like help me like with the locking in that I want to do, the things that I want to accomplish, like the content that I want to put out into the world, the work that I want to be doing, like really like not stopping myself, letting that inner saboteur stop me from actually accomplishing the things that I want to do this year. And so I feel like I'm sort of saying this publicly to sort of hold me accountable. But then also if you see me in 6 months and I'm still in the same place, fuck you.
Shut your bitch ass up. Don't you say a goddamn thing.
Like it never happened. Act like this never happened. But no, it's like I have very high hopes. Like the new year came in with a bang. You know, this guy, the guy that I'm seeing, who I'm not necessarily sure how much I want to talk about on here just yet because we're still very new.
Yeah, no, girl, I'm not trying to ruin your relationship by putting it all public. Period. What's his name? What's his address?
I feel like every time a Real Housewife starts and they're in the marriage, they immediately get like like divorced the next season. So no, we're not doing that.
It's ridiculous.
But I will say it was the cutest thing. And I think, to be honest, and I don't know if this is true or not. Actually, it might not be true. And I was going to say this might have been like my real first like New Year's kiss that I've ever experienced. But I was in a long-term relationship. So honestly, drag, which by the way, I don't know if I told you, went to a dinner recently. Crazy. Went to a dinner. It was a work dinner. Guess who my server was?
Okay. Who's
Don't
the
even
most
guess.
fall
Don't even
off?
guess. It was my ex-boyfriend. Yes.
Bitch, I hope you were dressed so fly. I hope this work dinner was with the fanciest, snobbiest
It
bitches,
was
like
with a
the
group
kind
of
of
white people, and the white people in the room know who they are.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And it was like wild. It was a very wild experience. It was like the first time I was meeting this group of people, and I was trying to keep it together, which I feel like I did a fantastic job. And I feel like a lot of them are going to be gooped and gagged. But
You're like, I didn't know this was the real Ryan listening to the podcast later. Like,
but it was just so interesting. Like, I just feel like, it was so, that dynamic was really wild. But like, shout out to that, not to like, serving's not a bad thing. I used to do, and I used to make a ton of money doing it. But it was just so wild that I randomly would run into my ex, at the top of this year. Like, the universe has, tricky shit. Don't try it. Don't try it.
I mean, the crazy part about New Year's is that it sucks because it's right in the middle of winter. It's like, oh yes, new year, new you. Now you have 3 more months to sit in the cold and reflect on the piece of shit person you've been and the person you want to be.
Even though if you're in LA, it's been like 80 degrees, which honestly people would hear that and be like, oh my God, I love that. But actually it's quite alarming. Like, we're all going to die. It's 80 degrees in January is wild. Like, that's not supposed to be happening even here in LA. But I'm really, really excited. I like talking about this like locking in era that I feel like we're in because, the tail end of the year, I, auditioned for something. It didn't end up happening. But I think that just re-energized me because at the end of the day, I know what we bring. And I'm happy that we get to put all this energy into like us in this show. And so, yes, we were gone for a little bit, y'all, but it will not happen again. And so get ready, because we got a lot of great episodes coming up. We have a few episodes that we recorded that we kind of want to just get out there to y'all. Some queens that y'all are going to be very, very excited about.
Some convos that are going to be real spicy.
Yes. And this episode today is literally us kind of like having a little bit of, you're going, look at it as a time capsule. Like, you're seeing what we thought we were ending the 2025 year and kind of what we were going in together. And we played this like really cute, kind of like random card game, like get to know you game that brought out some wild emotions out of both of us. So I hope you're ready for that. Lock in. Next time you see us, will be our high keys at the end of the episode.
Yeah. Grab that Kleenex box, bitch. We're getting wet.
I already am. Welcome back. Happy New Year, hoes. It is 2026. And honestly, are you here? I'm surprised we fucking made it out of 2025.
I know, me too. It was one of the longest years.
Oh.
This is the year, that was the year that like I grew bags under my eyes.
Oh, and under my ass. Like that, I grew bags everywhere possible. And it's honestly, I kind of want to act like 2025 didn't even exist, but I just want to acknowledge, bitch, the best thing about 2025 was you.
Girl.
Like, and the pot, like, and getting to like be together in this moment. I want you all to know this is the second time like that Yvie and I have like actually gotten to hang out and meet and like do all of these interviews that you have been seeing. And it's just been fucking incredible.
It really has though. Okay, because I was thinking like, what was the best part about last year for me? And like, there are a lot of really great things, at least for me, that I've felt like I was able to experience and learn and grow. But the biggest thing has honestly been doing Highkey with you.
I know, right? Like there's a saying where it's like, you don't look like what you've been through. And seriously, it really feels like every time I get together with you, all of the bullshit, all of the things, all of the moments, and then the fact that we've had all these incredible guests on this show, supporting the show. And this is a baby podcast. Like, we just fucking started this thing. Like, it's everything. What has been, if you had one word to describe 2025 when you think about it, even though I don't want us to, because trigger warning for everyone out there, what's the one word that comes to you to describe 2025?
I mean, wild. It really was wild. And I know that's like such a boring blanket word because I don't know if there's a year I've had in my life that wasn't wild.
Yeah.
But
in good ways and bad ways?
Well, yeah, in good ways and bad ways. Like coming off of 2024, that was probably like one of the hardest years I've had post my Drag Race life, like where I felt how much I was still having to grind to be able to exist. Yeah. And like this year felt like the fruits of like this last year felt like the fruits of 2 or 3 years, like paying off, being like, no, like, you're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be making art that feels good to you. Like you're supposed to be using your voice, but not in this like weird, perpetually online way. Yeah. It's works best when you actually have like a really good Judy to key with. And
absolutely.
I'm very thankful I got to make like the best work friend turned now second time meeting in real life bestie.
Like seriously, it actually has felt the most natural.
It has. It's like so fucking chill.
I hate work friends. Girl. Like I don't hate work friends. That's a really big thing to say. I have had work friends and I've had work friends that I've actually turned into real friends. But often I keep a barrier where that doesn't happen and somehow some people like infiltrate it and I'm just like, fuck, how did you roach? How did you get here? Yeah. Now I can't get rid of you.
You snuck in, you know about both of my personalities.
Like how you know? Like how you know my business all of a sudden? So it's like, it's actually really nice when it does, like when a real friendship blossoms from a work situation. It's been fucking great.
Like what was like the best or worst? What was the most memorable thing you had out of 2025 in your relationships and your love and your sex life? And what do you hope to get out of this next year? Like, what have you learned?
You know what? Shout out for me really learning learning the term love bomber, but also experiencing it and knowing never to fucking get, like knowing the signs and knowing that like, oh my God, bitch, you are getting love bombed hard. Like that 2025, I dated a lot, I feel like. Like, I actually went on dates. I let people kind of get to know me. And it really sucked. But it didn't suck all the way because I think I ended the year and who knows? Who knows? I'm not even going to say. I don't know. Ryan, when you look back at this, are you still with that fuck guy? Like, who knows if you're still with it? You know, I spun the block a couple times. I tried things and I'm proud of myself for actually leaning in because I don't think before I would have actually leaned in. I would have only just kept fucking.
I mean, legit, obviously, I've only really, really known you for a year. You've only really, really known me for a year. But it does seem like the amount that you've like let yourself like get into the mess a little bit. Like when we first met in those Zoom meetings all that year ago, I was like, oh, this is like one of those stiff ass uptight.
You sure did think that about, which is crazy.
Oh, I was like, she's gonna have no. I remember being blown away that you smoked weed. I was like,
like, who knew I was giving Sister Mary Clarence? Even though if you know, Sister Mary Clarence was always a bad bitch.
Oh yeah, she was. She was definitely smoking weed, which is why I don't know how she was able to keep that voice.
No, I think so what for you? I mean, you traveled so much in 2025. And also you had some problems with travel. Like, where was kind of like the most memorable moments? I remember you talking a lot about like nature and shit and being naked in the field like a fairy. Is that still something you trying to do this year again?
Yeah.
Girl, you better be careful of Lyme disease, bitch.
Oh, girl.
Ticks everywhere.
Listen, you can't get what you already got, baby. I'm limed out. All I need is some salt.
And some tequila.
No, honestly, that really was, if I was going to like put a second place behind Highkey of like what last year brought me, it was this experience I had where I went multiple places about being queer and about being nude and about kind of like allowing yourself to like return to nature and not in like the Burning Man weird hippie cult, like where you have to follow our rules sort of way, just in the like, no, this space is for you to do what you want and be who you are. And also that means you can be in God's suit for you. You know, you could be out here really out.
Absolutely. And absolutely.
It just like brought me this reminder that like all the rules that society makes, all the things we do here.
Yeah.
Like even though queerness is this freedom, like we're still doing the same shit. Like,
oh yeah, we're still kind of trapping ourselves in like the boxes and still kind of being like repeating the things that we've been trying to break away from all the time. And I think there's a comfortability in repetition. There's a competition. There's a comfortability of knowing this is going to happen. This is how it happens. This is how I react to things. But like when you really start to break out, when you really start to go outside of the norms, which is what we've always said, queerness is supposed to be. Like it should be that. There's a freedom there. There's a real beautifulness of just like learning more about yourself and what you can become.
Well, and that freedom just like impacted me so much because, you know, another highlight of my 2025 was starting therapy.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't think I was going to get anything out of it. But the biggest thing that I had gotten is that there is so much shame in the way that I speak to myself. Mm-hmm. And for me, a lot of what, like these nude trips, I went to Zipolite in Mexico.
Oh, I'm like, is that a festival?
It's their like nude, it's this hippie nude beach that has been Mexico's like only nude beach or only legal nude beach since the 70s.
Oh, wow.
And so it really is about like returning to spirituality and nature. And then that and going to Honcho all within the same year, doing these things I'd never done, going to these places and being like, first starting out with shame, being like, oh no, should I be naked?
Yeah.
And then being like, oh no, what if I get a boner? And then like realizing that all of that does not matter when you are surrounded by people who don't care about it.
I think that's the reason why I actually do want to try going to a new beach one time.
I was gonna ask.
I've never been.
Would you go with me if I like plan another trip this year? Would you go?
I would be interested.
Wow.
I mean, because is it giving like I need to be all the way nude, or is it giving jockstrap and then I can get comfortable with like nude? That is something so real to think about because I for sure am confident in my body. I think it's always been an internalized confidence, but to like externally like do some shit like that is really like, oh, I'm walking in the world actually feeling that confidence. And you would assume other naked people around you not giving a fuck would kind of make you more confident. But then I would just be like, well, does someone know, like, is someone noticing something that I've never seen about myself? Like I would kind of get internal about it. I would like my head, but I want to try it. I want to break free from that voice.
We should definitely go though, because that's what I was saying is I got there with like, you've seen my asshole before we knew each other's last name.
Yes.
But
yes.
like, I got there and I realized how much shame I still had being like, oh yeah, like I love my body, but should I really be out here naked? And then it was like peeling back those layers of being like, no, this is the feeling we should be chasing all the time of like unashamedly being who you are, realizing that like you're not going to interact with everybody. That a lot of people don't even give a shit about you. And realizing that like so much of like what we build up with barriers are these bullshit physical ideas that we use to keep ourselves comfortable. Like you and I are both pretty like fashion killer bitches.
Yes.
And I didn't realize how much I would really rely on fashion, on dressing up to feel the confidence in my own skin until I had all of that ripped away, being like, no, I am the fashion.
Well, and see, that is actually so interesting that you're making that connection, because literally that has been the way that I've moved through the world. It's helped me tell the story I want to tell about myself before I even open my mouth. And to know that there would be a possibility that, oh, I would actually have to like just be an empty canvas. And would that make me likable? Would that make me feel, would people actually resonate and want to like talk to me or give me a compliment when that's literally the reason why? If like, I'm not going out if I don't have a good outfit on, no shade.
Girl.
Like I've trained myself like that. And it is so interesting to be like, wow, what does it mean when you do strip all of that away and you have to just be you, which is why I feel like why everyone loves that naked and afraid shit.
Ooh, see, I just love that naked and afraid shit because it reminds me how good and easy life is. Like, oh shit, that's right. I don't have to make fire to sleep tonight.
Because who's doing that anyway? Like, what the fuck? Who's doing that anyway? But I think what I wanted to do, because it's the start of the year, and I feel like we really want to just like, one, keep it chill and like not have to work too hard. Like, let's be real. But there is a game that I love to play with my friends of like, anytime I'm having a kickback, anytime I'm like, hey, let's like have a few drinks and get to know each other a little bit more. And there's a card game that has some spicy questions and some regular questions that I think we're just going to pull from and see what the fuck happens. So stick around for that because, girl, it's about to get interesting.
We're going to play some games.
We'll be right back. Highkey. Highkey.
Okay, so Ryan, you were saying we're going to play a little game.
Yes.
I'm so confused. This looks like apples to apples with levels.
Low key, but no. It's kind of, okay. It's a combination of our, like, one of our brilliant producers, Katie, shout out to her. And it's also a game that I play. It's a mixture of two games, Ethel Perel's game and then a game called If You Know, You Know, that has like 3 levels, right? 1 to 3, 1's kind of baseline, 3 is like, gets good, like real good. And then you have the Ethel Perel that is all about connection and really deep shit. So we can like get to know each other a little bit more. But I just thought it would be fun because some of these questions are just like, we had a couple drinks in you and you just feel good. And you're just like, who the fuck? Let's figure this out.
Yeah, girl.
So you want to go first? You want to just pick a level?
Okay, yeah. I'll start off at level 1.
Okay, let's do this. Okay. Who knows if this is going to work, by the way? We literally came up with this. So stick around. Fuck it.
Okay, so I ask you the question on this card, or I tell you the statement, and then I try and guess whether you think it's...
No! Yvie shouldn't smoke before this. Okay, so it's basically multiple choice, that card is. You give me those choices, and then I have to guess what your answer would be, and you tell me.
Okay, well, that's not very fair, because this question is...
What is it?
I've been high at work, true or false? What do you think, girl?
I'm going to say no. No. Hell yeah. She has been so high at work. And to be honest, this is so funny. We interviewed Bosco. This is a little entertaining. And I said I would never talk about this, but we ended up talking about it at like a little Friendsgiving dinner that we had with everyone. And I don't know if y'all noticed, I was kind of a little quiet, but I was engaged. I was doing my work. I was doing my job. But before that, I had took a tiny piece of, not even a whole edible, a half of an edible. I took a tiny piece. And bitch, when I tell you I was fighting for my life, girl. And Yvie was in full purple eye contacts, and Bosco was just there like pouring her soul out and like talking about her name being Blair and all these wonderful things. And girl, I could barely breathe.
Yeah, no, we watched that shit back and it was amazing to watch that. And he was like, y'all didn't know I was high? And I was like, no, how would I? Watched it back and it was like...
And it's so embarrassing because I felt so bad because I really do give like, when I do my work, I love to achieve it at a level that is worth and make sure I'm not wasting anyone's time. And I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get fired. And everyone's going to like hate me. And then I had to realize, bitch, I'm on a show with Yvie Drag Race and all she does is yeah, girl. It's okay. It's okay. But I did freak out.
I'm not hitting my level unless I'm high, okay? I can't come at y'all with full brain using my SAT words and shit. Are you kidding me?
I do want to know what a version of our show is when we're both just high of our minds.
Oh, girl. Okay, I think we should do it someday. That's my goal for 2026. We're gonna do it.
Okay, we're gonna have to try again. I'm gonna do it again. Okay. Oh, Oh, first of all, this is a little bitch. Please.
Ooh.
I've gotten tested for STDs before.
I hope so. Oh, girl, I hope you have.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to reveal right now that I've never been tested. Who knows? I'm full of all of... I am so filled with STDs that I'm immune to everything,
well, girl, I'm going to have to swab that Petri dish there.
It's true. For sure I am.
Honestly, anyone who's answering that question, I don't care, like, if you're monogamous, if you've been in a relationship. I don't care if you're a virgin, bitch. You better get tested.
Do you remember the first time you actually went and took an STD test? Were you nervous out of your mind? Because I for sure was.
Ooh, okay. So the bad thing is I'm pretty sure my first STD test was actually
positive.
Well, it was at, yeah, it was. It was at Pride. It was like me and my group of twink friends. I had like been living my out proud gay fantasy as an adult, like trying to slut around for almost a year. And we all went to get tested at Pride. We're like, yes, this is going to be so cute. And one by one, they would all walk out of the booth and be like, slay, she's nag. And I went in and I got my first ever false positive, which I didn't know was a thing.
What?
I walked out and they were like, slay. And I was like, yeah, slay. I feel sick. I actually need to go home. Went home and watched Rent and cried with my best friend and then got like a full panel done the next time. And they were like, yeah, so you weren't positive, but this is why you should take PrEP. Why you should use condoms. Why you should drink water 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Or whatever the...
Oh my God, because I've always wondered, like, I know it's such a good thing to have those stations there during Prides and in WeHo, like to make sure you're getting tested and safe sex always. It's important and to be on PrEP and DoxyPrep. I always am like, what do you do when you do like find out like just like news? Like, yeah, girl, the dick I just sucked in the bathroom at High Tops. Chlamydia down. Like, gonorrhea down, sis.
That's the thing is like all those ultimately all these STIs like really are not the end of the fucking world. But I think you need to like go through this experience of like breaking down that stigma for yourself. Cause
for sure.
Like I had been sleeping around with people who like I knew were pos. And like, I honestly felt more comfortable with it because I was like, oh, they know their status.
Yeah.
But like, it was about feeling like what that was like for myself, being like, oh shit, all that stuff I was saying about how I don't really care. I guess I care a little bit.
I'm ready to pull.
Yeah, girl.
2 again. Ooh, now this one's a little spice. This is a non-safe for work one. Okay. Of the following, I prefer to be A, handcuffed, B, blindfolded, C, spanked. Look at the range of Highkey. We can really go there.
Okay, so this is the one where I guess you.
What I think, what I want.
Okay, I don't think it's blindfolded. I don't think you like having that much control taken out of your hands. Handcuffed is wild for any black person to say.
I know that's right, bitch. You better know about intersectionality, because
No, that's fucking wild. Like, there is absolutely nothing. I've been in handcuffs like twice in my life.
Yeah, it's too scary.
It is literally not sexy.
I get nervous when I see a cop on the other side down the street around the corner by the Chick-fil-A.
Girl, for real,
like
for
dead
real.
Ass.
And I'm like, damn, I was gonna go to lunch there and hide it from all the queers.
Oh, because I do love a waffle fry. No
girl,
shame.
for real. But that's why I think your thing out of the 3 would definitely be like spanked, because you know there's something about like a little
having
bit
a
of
fat ass. Absolutely, you are right. I do enjoy that. But I actually would not mind being blindfolded. I wouldn't mind. I just for sure have to really know the person, because I for sure believe in the killer. And who knows? Me being blindfolded. Do you hide anything when you have hookups come over? I hide everything.
Oh yeah.
I hide everything. Like I've actually hidden things so well that I've lost shit for like 3 days.
Every time. Legit, the only way I ever get my room clean is like a hookup coming over in 10 minutes. And then I suddenly like am transported out of my body into the eyes of another person. And I'm like, this person just has a pile of weed on their pillow. Like they've got all their important tax documents on their floor like a carpet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no, all of this shit just has to go in the closet.
Absolutely. Okay, go.
So you know that's what that one is.
Are you not gonna go 3?
Oh, okay. Are we stepping up in spice?
Why not? Let's go spice.
Okay.
Let's go deeper.
Okay, we're going deeper. What do you recommend I let go of, if anything?
Let's not go deeper.
Oh.
I didn't ask for feedback.
Oh, shit.
Let's do it. Do you want to go? You should go first.
What I recommend you let go of?
Yeah.
Reality. I want to do a little mushroom trip with you. I think there could be a world where we could take some mushrooms.
Yeah.
And,
which is my favorite thing to do,
and just like get past the bullshit that we're all told. And for a month afterwards, be those annoying people who are speaking like they just did mushrooms. Like, but we're all one creature. Yeah.
I'm Nicole Kidman in that Hulu show where she kills everyone.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Legit. For you, I think, honestly, and I don't even know if you even feel this way, but if there's ever any doubt in your mind that you ever need to be or like conform to like anything to like reach a level of success, I don't think you ever need to do that. I think you being who you exactly are right now is literally perfection. And it's like when I've been able to like watch you on TV and watch you through Drag Race and then actually get to spend time with you, you represent all the things that I wish I had myself of like just not giving a fuck in the most clear end way. Like, I feel like you know who you are in ways that I'm still figuring out who I am. And it's just been really cool to get to know you and to be like, this bitch, if she ever is second guessing herself, I wouldn't know because it doesn't read. It doesn't ever feel that way. And that is something that I have always admired about you. And it's so cool that like you can show up looking like Pippi Longstockings that's about to murder me and not be like, yeah, bitch, I'm here. Why don't you look like that? And I want to feel that way. Like I want to feel that way. And you are just a brilliant reminder of what true, like, that realness really could be in a really wonderful way.
Damn, bitch. Damn, bitch. Not you getting me wet in my ussies.
But seriously, it's like, I truly mean it. It's been like, when I feel like I've said this before where I'm like, you really have been teaching me not to care so much because through this process, I'm such a perfectionist and I'm my own worst critic. And I think you are too. And I think we have that in common. But the way that I see it on your end, you still allow yourself to just be.
I mean, I do. I learned from Slim Shady. I learned from 8 Mile, where, you go into battle and you talk all this shit. You walk into that interview and you're like, I'm high right now.
You like, I'm going to say it before you do, bitch.
But what's weird is this like self-defense mechanism. I keep thinking about this like horrid experience I had with Acid Betty last year.
Ooh.
Where like we had worked 2 gigs together. And the first gig we worked, it was super fierce. We were keying, we were girlies, whatever. The second gig, I could tell she was really, really nervous. Like really her shit wasn't working right for her. She was like second guessing everything. And so I did what I usually do, but like to the max, which is just like put my chaos foot forward, be like, well, I'm here. I'm throwing trash on the floor.
Yeah.
We're chaos. And then after she got comfortable at the end of the night and all of the performances were done, she kept like trying to pick at my chaos and be like, yeah, you fucking messy bitch. I bet you don't know where your wallet is. And I'm like, I don't. I don't.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know. It's weird because it is this like self-defense mechanism, but it's the only way like I know how to live is just like throw the flaws out there first because they are going to find all the candy wrappers you stuffed under the couch.
Yeah. And that's terrifying.
Yeah, no, it really is. And I'm sorry, Dad.
It's terrifying. All right, I'm about to pick my last card.
All right.
Here we go. And it's a 9 cent for work one. Ooh, okay. I've spent blank on OnlyFans and other adult sites. A, $0. B, $1 to $20. C, $21 to $100. D, over $100. And I guess this is like my whole history. Yeah, so what do you think?
I'm going to guess I'm gonna guess.
I might have to do another one.
I'm gonna guess C, girl. Like, I feel like you have touched an OnlyFans. You've subscribed, but I also feel like you are not stupid enough to be spending your whole life's paycheck on internet.
You mean I'm not addicted to porn?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if collectively, if I think about like how many I've done, I will go and I will subscribe to an OnlyFans. I have to be like in the moment, horny as hell. The previews on Twitter have like got me where I'm like, oh bitch, I need to see more.
Girl.
And that only happens a few times. And you gotta catch me at the right moment. Girl. And I also love a good sale.
Girl.
So when they're like, okay, the first 30 people who hit this link, you get $5.
And you're like, oh, whoosh.
Hell yeah.
Click.
I don't think I've ever reached 100. So I'm thinking like, I feel like maybe see my $21 to $100. I'm somewhere in between.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's completely fair. You know what's wild about this question?
What?
Literally last night, I subscribed to my first OnlyFans.
Wait, so how would you ever like look at porn? Like just on Twitter?
Yeah, girl. I grew up in the pirating era. I want to
support small businesses, bitch.
Okay, but that's the thing is I do support small businesses by fucking porn stars.
Now that is support. That is support. Even though dick can't pay rent, but
girl,
I mean, it could if you are supporting that small business.
If it's the right dick. But it's actually funny that you said that because it was this situation where like I've like seen this porn star on Twitter or whatever. I've like even checked actual porn sites to see like it, and they don't.
If their stuff has been like put on there.
Yeah, and they have like next to nothing. And there was something about last night where like I saw the little clickbait on Twitter, and I was like, you know what? I should support small businesses.
Was it worth it? Because, you know, some people ain't worth it. Like, I hate an OnlyFans, like, creator who does, like, pay-per-view. And, like, I always look at, before I subscribe, I'm always looking at their ratios. Like, okay, how many videos is it? I do like the ones where they preview the captions because I like a nasty caption. Okay. I do like a nasty caption.
I only discovered that last night. I was scrolling through it like Instagram first, like being like, look at all these videos. I'm going to pick the one with the pretty whatever picture.
Yeah.
And then I like clicked it and I saw, oh, wait, it's like giving you details too?
I'm like, that's like, okay, that's when I'm like, oh, you appreciate your customer. Like, this is premium customer service. I will spend.
Girl.
I will spend for this. Like, it's worth it.
Well, you know what's wild though is like, I don't want to say it wasn't worth it because it was on sale. But the hottest things that I watched were things that I did actually already see for free. So I was like, I don't know.
See, that's not worth it. If you've already seen it for free, then it's like, why would you pay for it?
Yeah. So like, I'm not gonna like, obviously I can't call my credit card company and be like, no, I accidentally filled out all of those fields on accident. But,
no, don't do that. Don't be like, actually, someone used my card.
Take the money right out of that asshole I put it in. But, you know, I'm going to be a little pickier in the future.
Yeah. That's real. OnlyFans is really interesting, though. I don't know. Okay, you want to do another one?
Okay, let's do one last one.
Okay.
I want to see what I get for you on the threes. Oh my God! Now that's
another deeper. Yeah,
she's like, wait.
Actually, let's fuck this up.
Yeah,
Here we go.
I don't
do that one.
Yeah, I want to get to something spicy. It was like during this game, how connected did you feel to me? I was like, girl,
please.
We already made each other cry, girl.
Yeah.
Okay. When I get high, I prefer a blunt, an edible, a pen, or a bomb.
First of all, why are all the ones you're choosing high ones?
I don't know. This game is calling me out. I'm putting my shades back on.
Be like, girl. So do you prefer an edible, a blunt,
a pen, or a bomb?
You know, no shade. You do give me like Bill Nye the Science Guy when it comes to your weed. Like, I feel like, you know, there's the wax girlies, there's the pre-roll girlies. And I've smoked, the first time I ever smoked weed, it was with wax. And I remember this white girl named Emma. Shout out to you, sis. You know who you are. Because I was a hookah girl at first, and she was like, let's like try. And I did it with my boyfriend at the time. And she brought out this big ass, what are those like?
Like the full on rig torch, all of that?
Like a torch much. And I said, now hold on. Do you have renter's insurance to have this? Like, why do you have this? And the like, it was like full, like when my drugs start to get like there's a chemist set.
Yeah.
That's when I know that shit's not for me. That's starting to be a big capital T and I'm not here for it.
Right.
And so I kind of want to say you're a bong girly, but I've smoked too many like blunts with you. So I feel like you just like the easiness of a blunt.
Okay. So that's the thing is, if this was worded as a joint, that would definitely be it. Because for some reason,
joint is, I feel like, the actual one.
I like rolling a tiny little thing that like takes me back to the hippies. Blunts are for people with like pain they need to smoke out. Like,
oh, okay. You're like that's medicinal.
Yeah. Like I remember my sister, the first time I got high with my older sister, she was like, I love watching a nigga roll a joint or roll a blunt, and then I love watching him hit it because you get to see all the pain in his face. And I think that every time I'm hitting a blunt, I'm like, damn, life is hard. I don't need that all the time. If it was a joint, that would be the answer. But no, it's definitely bong girly. Definitely bong
do you have like multiple bongs?
I would if I was more responsible.
Sister.
They're made to break. But the one I got right now is this little plastic bong I got around Halloween. And it's got these like witches' claws around a little crystal ball. And it's definitely going to give me cancer. But you know what? She's not breaking.
Do you wash them?
No.
That's a lie. That bitch just lied to my face.
No, I do.
That bitch just lied to my face.
It is probably the only thing in my life I clean that thoroughly.
Which is crazy to me. You know what? I appreciate it. I'm taking one more. Okay.
Yeah,
this is actually really fun. This is like the best like I we've ever had. Oh, okay. This is a good one. The longest I've gone without sex is A, 1 to 3 months, B, 4 to 6 months, C, 6 to 12 months, D, a year plus.
We're talking about like after your sex life really started, right? Like not just like, ooh, I lost my virginity.
Yeah. After it started. Like, yeah, for sure. The longest. Oh my God.
Ooh, I
don't even know.
I'm going to go with like 4 to 6 months in my mind because a year just sounds too ridiculous for somebody this beautiful, this schnazzed out. Like I can imagine you being like, oh my God, bitch, there's no way it's been 4 months. And then suddenly like your pussy floods open and like, yeah, no, it's got to be 4 to 6 months at most.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't really like going without sex too long because I then start to feel like I'm masturbating way too much. And I'm just like, bitch, I need a man to do something.
Girl.
Because if you're going to be here, you need to put to work.
Right?
Put in the work. And so I'm actually going to say A, 1 to 3 months.
Yes.
I'm like, if it's after 3 months, I'm like, girl, this is crazy.
I am not mad about being wrong on that one.
That's crazy.
That just made me.
I feel like I guess the longest time for sure was like post breakup, but even then I feel like the universe immediately introduced me to someone who ended up becoming like a situationship, like a reoccurring, and we were like fucking down. He helped me get way over that bitch. I was like, damn, dicks are this big? Yes.
The universe gave you the full backboard for that rebound. She was like, I'll set you up, girl. Here's the square.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, we're going to give our high keys of 2026 right after this. Highkey.
Ryan, that was so cute. What a cute little time capsule. We were so young and innocent.
I know. And I hope we get to, here's the thing. Those studios, those studios in here in LA, the iHeart studios are so nice. It was our first time being in there. And so hopefully we'll be able to record there a little bit more often. We'll see. It just depends. You know, we're on opposite sides of the world. So.
And we're both such busy individuals. Just busy girl.
I mean, you slow right now, but you gonna, as soon as this first quarter's over, you're gonna be like everywhere. So.
Girl, I know. It's like winter's thawing out. But before we get to that future, I'm really curious, Ryan. Let's start off this new year right. What are you high key about?
Oh my God. I feel like there's been a lot of good, juicy stuff that I've been kind of like taking in. So a lot of my stuff is like TV related. Cause of course, like I spent a lot of time during my break doing nothing, bed rotting, playing Fortnite, you know, the usual big three. But I have been watching Industry. Industry is back. and I am obsessed with it. It's one of my favorite shows. I can say I have been Industry Hive since 2020. Like, I remember watching it in the depth of of the pandemic and was obsessed with it and just love that entire cast. So Industry is like big top of my list. I also really like, there's an Apple TV show called Palm Royale that took me a little bit to get into. Kristen Wiig, Carol Burnett, Ricky Martin. It's a pretty star-studded cast. Like, it's a pretty star-studded cast, and it there's this like new Netflix reality show called like Members Only Palm Beach. And it basically is just like the Real Housewives of MAGA. Like, that's literally what it is. And it's kind of wild because that show, you're like 4 episodes in and you're just like, wait, all these women voted for Donald Trump. Like, what the fuck? How am I now watching this and living? And so it's sort of like that, but it's based in the 1950s. And Kristen Wiig plays this like hilarious trying to break into society and money and become like the socialite of Palm Beach. And I'm just like, I ended up binging, like, I think it's 2 seasons are out. Like, the second season finale just happened. But really, really good shit. It's a really, really great show. And so I've kind of just been like in TV land. I've been like living for the stuff. And of course, y'all, we're going to talk about Haiti Rivalry. Like, we'll
get into it.
How did you feel about it?
I want to delve into your first Highkey, because Industry is okay. It is the weirdest show to be like culturally infiltrating all these different groups, the gays, the theys, Black Twitter, Ho Twitter. It's specifically because if y'all haven't watched it, it is a show about, I have absolutely no idea what their job is. I don't understand any of the words.
It's like a financial
it's like financial
jargon.
Stock trading and money handling. And I just cannot believe that so many of us are into a show where we literally don't understand half the language. Like, it took ER's concept of being like, we need a defibrillator on his oxytocin stat, and being like, okay, what if we did this with business words? But the best part about this shit is that you don't need to understand every, like, what the finance is to get that these characters are boss bitches. And like, girl, can we just really quickly talk about
it's a thriller. I think everyone is attracted to this. It's a financial thriller in a real way. And I was just like watching something where the creators were talking about why this show sort of works now, because it's sort of like that needle in a haystack. Like, everything is based off of like IP, like reboots and like things. Like, you have to be a well-known person to get anything new. But HBO actually did this rare thing where they took a chance on something that was fresh with a cast that actually were a cast of low-key, like, I mean, you didn't really know much about the actors or actresses.
Yeah, they weren't the industry names. Funny.
No, literally. And so it's like, it's really, I think it was sort of built off the backs of like a Game of Thrones, a Succession. I think that's sort of why we're able to like watch this stuff with captions, because that's the only thing you should be doing is watching the show with captions and being like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but the acting and the like and the dynamics is just like, that's what's gravitating.
Well, girl, and it's also like the humanity, and this will go into my Highkey. But I think what's been really successful about HBO is they hook everybody into all of their shows and all the shows they pick up, because they choose to stream shows that have really good sex in it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, well, that's like the core of HBO, right? Like, all the good, like, that was porn before porn existed.
Exactly. But that's the thing, is it like reels us in with the sex. And then it gets to like, oh yeah, that's right. This is the pillow talk after, where we crush on each other and talk financial jargon.
Well, there's a Black woman at the core too. Like Mahala, like, who plays Harper, is absolutely incredible. Like, Harper as the character is someone that realistically no one should be rooting for, but she is just so complicated and so like villainous that it just fucking works.
And I feel the same way about her that I do about RuPaul, where it's like, girl, I don't need all of the people. I don't need all of my representation to be the most positive.
Yeah.
I don't need everyone to be doing the right thing. No, I think RuPaul deserves to be our first gay black billionaire. Like, I want her to frack her way there. We deserve that too. It can't be all these old, crusty, straight white guys. Are you kidding me? Give me a RuPaul. Give me a Harper, a bad bitch who I'm like, wow, she's like me if I dropped a little more manners. But for that reason, I want to say that my Highkey right now really has been OnlyFans.
Girl, so you've swapped out the drugs and the drinking to chronic masturbation.
Not chronic. I mean,
because I would OnlyFans being your Highkey is wild.
Well, okay, this fits for a reason.
Okay,
because number one,
I'm following.
This season of Industry, they gooped and gagged me when they opened up, because every season they sort of talk about an overall theme that the financial and stock world really would be playing about, talking about. And, you know, they have to get creative because they can't just be like, this whole season is about how OnlyFans deals with like big money.
Absolutely.
They like have to make their fake company. But I'm obsessed with OnlyFans just for fans. Like, you know, these sexual content creator sites that society had to open the doors for in 2020, like when we were all locked away and like, well, you know, I guess it's not that bad if everybody does a little porn.
You're like, it's actually quite like human rights to be able to like make your own like career out of something that is like your personal choice.
Your own creator content, your own like connection. And part of the reason I'm so high key about it is I realized how much autonomy this gives people in their everyday lives, especially queer people. It's funny because our communities came together in the first place. All these LGBT alphabet Q soups got poured in the same bowl because society sees us as these sexual deviants.
Yeah.
And I noticed that all the spaces where we're really allowed to gather are all around alcohol and drinking and being like hidden away. And in the modern world, after we got all of our rights and acceptance and everybody loved us, which they did, there became this idea of being something that is palatable for people, for the Joneses next door. Like, yeah, we're gay, but we're just like you. We want to raise a family. So it became okay that all of our spaces were these spaces that had to follow liquor licenses and stuff, that were not allowed to practice the actual sexuality that brings us together. And what I've found is there are so many people who used to be doctors, principals, lawyers, who are now like, yeah, I'll be a doctor, principal, lawyer on the side, but I'm going to give massages because this is how I connect with my community. So I'm high key about OnlyFans. I'm high key about sex work, and I'm high key about keeping the dollar in the queer economy. Stuff that in your stocking.
You know what? Honestly, that feels like I kind of want to do a little bit even more of a deep dive, and maybe that'll be a future episode of us like talking a little bit more, because that's so interesting and so important too, because it does give us like this autonomy to be able to like navigate the systems and the worlds that are just trying to stop us.
Like, girl, if they see us as a bunch of dirty really sex perverts, you might as well make some money off of it. Show a nipple.
I also on the side want to say bring back shame to a little bit, because some of that shit is crazy. Sometimes we might need to bring back a little shame into our capitalism.
Shame.
Either way, get ready for some really incredible episodes, some really incredible interviews that are coming out. I mean, Naomi Smalls is about to be on the show. Willem is about to be on the show. Trinity the Tuck is about to be on the show. So yeah, we just have a great year ahead of us. I'm really, really excited. Please let us know in the comments who y'all want us to like have on the show, because of course we want this year to have all the guests, but we really also want you all to get to know us even more. So get prepared for that. And so make sure you're doing all the thing, following us on Instagram and TikTok at Highkey here. Of
Watch
course,
us on YouTube.
Period.
Leave us
liking
a
and
comment.
subscribing, commenting. Y'all kind of dragged me for our Alaska conversation. Somebody was like, I was talking too much, which I was excited because it was fucking Alaska. But
Yeah, how often are you going to
feedback.
get to talk to Alaska? You better get your voice out.
I hear your feedback, and I actually really love constructive feedback. So continue to give it to us as we're like growing this show. So we love y'all. We will see you next week right here on Highkey.
Adios.
Bye.
Yay Media Group.